Huron County is known as Ontario's West Coast. We are very close to the village of Brussels. Our home farm is in the municipality of Morris Turnberry. Morris Turnberry welcomes you. This is Brussels Livestock, with 3 sales per week. Brussels Acres Services has a farm, feed, and fence store located here, as well as Cowboy Loft, a Western clothing and horse supply store. Brussels Four Winds Event and Wedding Barn showcases a relocated original 1862 hand-hewn barn building. Our community of neighbors. The first couple clips are a couple of smaller parcels that I'm able to rent and hopefully introduce cattle to. The tall spruce trees are a part of our Silva pasture. Mark Black's farm to the west of us cropped by a local cropper. Alan Cardiff's cow-calf farm across the road. Most of this farm is in pasture. Wayne Wheeler's farm to the east of my home, cropped by a local cropper. And this is my family's home. In the next series of slides, I'm going to take you through the seasons at our farm, spring through to winter, starting with the spring calvings and dandelions. Enjoy the clips as I check off the Influencer Hub candidate video checklist. Insights into people that will be impacted. Our neighbors are very supportive of my different way of farming. The retirees include a bank worker, firefighter, forester, and factory worker. My other neighbors include a bank advisor, a cow-calf operator, a nurse, and a car mechanic. Webster says insight is the ability to understand people in a very clear way. Well, I can't say I'm ever going to understand my neighbors fully, or them me, but I can say there is something about working with nature that intuitively makes sense and makes one at peace. I am hopeful that the consumer can make that direct connection right back to the farm and understand us in a very clear way, that we are passionate about regeneration with a profound respect for nature. Local challenges and issues. When in doubt, one can always talk about the weather. The weather can always be an issue. I find that holistic management is more forgiving in times of too wet or too dry. If we have an extended period of drought, that is mainly managed by slowing the rotation down and feeding supplemental feed. If too wet, we speed up the rotation. Sometimes we get caught with cattle mudding up sections in excessive rain events, but I'm always impressed with how the patches heal with adequate time. The why now. Honestly, I think we have a unique opportunity to share the Savory regeneration model by providing to the consumer with regeneratively produced butter. I'm thankful for the opportunity to hopefully work with Savory's land-to-market model. As for the why here, I'm aware of the Alexander Farm regenerative status. It was fantastic that I met Blake at the Grass-Fed Exchange in California a couple of years ago. It would be absolutely fabulous to have a regenerative dairy in Ontario, Canada as well. The team will be led by myself, Bill Van Ness, with lots of input from my son Eric and Wildry in the functioning of the hub. Eric has an acute sense of observation. Wildry is very conscientious and very thorough in his work. My goal would be to have Guillermo active in the social media sphere, telling the story of St. Bridget's butter and spreading the soil building work of the Savory Institute and regenerating the world's grasslands. Guillermo is a very passionate communicator. This video has taken you through spring, with cows grazing new grass and dandelions, calves suckling on mums, and the warming rays of the sun. And then next summer, with the calves and heifers grazing tall swords of grass, dry cows in flowering paddocks, rainstorms, barn swallows, and myself checking out dung beetles and dung patties. Then into fall, with colorful maples, grazing stockpiled grass, cover crops, and harvest. Finally into winter, with feeding hay, grass silage, and dry cows lounging in the Silva pasture. I would like to close with a rainbow, intuitively telling us to hold on to hope. This rainbow is also signifying a new beginning into massive regeneration of the world's grasslands. Thank you, Savory. Many thanks from Bill Van Ness and the team at St. Bridget's Dairy.